Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Venus, the goddess of love, here to do a reading for the collective and regarding you, whoever you are. This is a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Only use this information if it fits the spot. Okay. So we're gonna see what these cards have to say. I don't know, I feel led to do a love reading today. I don't know, just to see what the heart space said. What advice to get the collective for their love life? What advice can I get the collective for their love life? Let's see. Okay, heart, mind, advice, possible outcome, overall energy. So the overall energy is honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. So in a relationship, it's very important for us to be honest with ourselves and with our person. I know it's in the beginning it's fun to put on and have our mask. Like this masculine, he got a mask on. So he's trying to impress this woman. Or they could be at a masquerade. I don't know, but she don't have a mask. He got on a mask. So he not showing his full self, or he holding his cards or whatever. That's what I feel. Yeah, and she got her back turned to this shit. Like, nigga, who are you? Show me the real you. But but honesty is essential. And also we be thinking that like this a mask. Like we could see his mask, but when people put on a mask, like in relationships, I guess they think the other person don't see them, the real them. And if you spiritually inclined, you're gonna see all that. You're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly. You're gonna see the God in them. You're gonna see the demon in them. Especially if you did the work like for yourself and you willing to take on somebody else. You can't be tricked and deceived. That's what I feel like. Like, yeah. So honesty is essential. And then if you be honest, ain't no such thing as getting caught up because you put all your cards on the table. You told them what it is. And that's important because you're gonna want your person to want the real you, because at some point that mask gonna fall off and the real you gonna come through anyway. Y'all, if y'all hear my babies in the background, they in their room playing. So I'm trying to get through this real quick because this is actually a nighttime reading. I normally do these while they at school, but it's Juneteenth and we had the day off. So we've been out and playing. And okay, so in your heart space it says you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Okay, so this is a picture of a unicorn and it say you are limitless. Like your person might see you as a very magical person. Like you might make them have butterflies, or you might make they what's that song Whitney Houston, she said you break down my walls with your love. Like you might be able to tame the beast or something like that. Like you are limitless. There's nothing that you can't do. That's what this person feels. Heart space, mind space. And your mind space is spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. This is essential. Quality time in any relationship, getting to know each other. In the beginning, throughout the whole relationship, I feel like quality time is essential because it's like it's how y'all stay connected. Like it's good for you to know what that person is mentally, spiritually, physically. Are they eating right? Are they talking to themselves right? Do they need some inspiration, some affirmations? Like what's up with your person? And I want to check in every day, and not just spiritually. I want this thing to be physically. I need to talk to you, like on the phone, in person. We need to meet up. What's up? Especially if you're still in the dating phase. Like it got to be a physical connection, spiritual too, but um talking on the phone, quality time. I need to know that you're thinking about me. I need to be up in your face, in your space, and I need you to feel that same way about me. Yeah, especially if we're talking about doing life together. Like, you got to be able to enjoy my company, and I got to know that I'm going to enjoy yours. Listen and talk to each other. Yeah, I want to know what's on your mind. I want to understand your line of thinking. Like, what you be thinking about? What conversations do you be having with ChatGPT? Like, what's in your search bar? What's in your search history on Safari and Google? Like, what you be? Yeah, I want to talk about everything. I want to be all up in there, all up in your mind space. I want to, yeah, I want to know what you be thinking. I want to be on your mind and in your mind all the time. Yeah. Advice from spirit is get to know each other. And that's how you're going to get to know each other, by spending that quality time together, talking. Not just texting, but connection. Like, do your body chemistry get down with mine? Or your pheromones, do they turn me on? Or your natural sweat, like, do I like it? You know, that kind of thing. I want to know the real you. Like, I want to get the high and the lows, the ins and the outs. I want to know all about you. And I want you to feel the same way about me too. Yeah, learn to meet another's need for love. Yeah. Learn to meet another's need for love. And I want to see how I show up for you. Like, how I show up in my person's life. How do I meet their needs? Like, what are they hungry for in love? What's in their heart space? What do they crave? Do they crave attention, words of affirmation, gifts, physical touch? What is it? What's your person's love language? I think that's important too, to know a person's love language, because you can love a person with your whole heart, but if it's not the way that they want to receive love, they won't receive it in the way that you are giving it. So it's important for you to know how your person receive love, and the way that you show it is how they're gonna feel it, you know. Because my love language is, all mine is love language. First off, food. I love food. So take me out to lunch, brunch, dinner. I don't care. I don't really care for coffee, so don't take me, you know, coffee. Lunch, brunch, dinner. Yeah, you can bring me snacks too. All that. That's my love language. And I love physical touch sometimes, I guess. Yeah. Food. My love language is food. And words of affirmation. I want to know how you feel about me. Talk to me. Tell me. Touch me. All of that. Yes, I love all of it. So there's no one way that if it's coming from the right person, I believe you'll receive it the way that they trying to give it. But yeah, the way you're gonna know you're the right person is, first off, you can see through the mask, or they can put their mask down, or yeah, they can just be honest with you. And spending that time together and getting to know each other. And the possible outcome is love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I want to dive deep into this and tell y'all about my experience with my person. So I used to think I had a twin flame until I met a flame. So, like, I always had like a telepathic connection with niggas. Like, if I liked them, I was tapped in. If they liked me in any kind of way, I'm tapped in. I'm in there. I'm in their head. I'm in their heart. I'm in all of it. Like, I can hear their thoughts. Like, okay, so I was working at this job, right? And my boss, he liked me. I knew he liked me. It was obviously. So how did we meet? So yeah, so this is how I knew he liked me. So I'm working, doing my job in my little station, typing on the computer, and it's like a whole line of us. Like it's like 10 people on this side, 10 people on this side, 20 people on this row right here. And he walked past all these people on both sides and came and introduced himself to me. He was like, "Hi, I'm just gonna call him Trey." He said, "Hi, I'm Trey. Nice to meet you." This, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Hey, I told him my name. Nice to meet you. And so he walked off after that. I was like, "Whoa, that was something." Now he's not my boss. He was my supervisor. Okay, so I had a supervisor. He was her boss. All right, so ma'am, so we met, cool, and so I started seeing him more often, like on this side of the building. And then I was on lunch one day, and I was just walking outside, and I actually seen where his office was. I seen him get out his car and go into the building that he belongs in. He on the other side of the building. So why is he always over here on my side? So he could be checking out his people, like supervising his people, my supervisor. Okay, so push come to shove, he constantly coming over. Now, just in my area, he got more than my supervisor that he supervised, but he always in my area. So, catching eye contact, he's doing little things like to notice me. Like I'm working, and he at the water fountain, just drinking from his cup, just staring at me. I'm like, oh my God, this man's making me real uncomfortable. So it wasn't uncomfortable to where it's like I didn't like his presence. It was uncomfortable because he wasn't invisible to the rest of the people around us. Everybody seen him watching me, and like they were like, what's going on? I wasn't even saying nothing to him. He was just watching, and not even from a distance, like right there next to the water fountain. So eventually I would go on lunch, and he would bump into me in the break room, and we started having conversations or whatever. And then one day he said, you should check your Instagram. And I was like, Instagram? I ain't been on Instagram in so long. So I checked my Instagram, and he was following me, and he liked a lot of my photos or whatever. So cool. So we DMing back and forth on Instagram. Talking or whatever. And I don't know where I'm going with this story, but love hips. Oh, I was telling you about the telepathy part. So, okay, push come to shove. We started talking. I started liking him. He started liking me, and then we built a connection or whatever. So one day I was like infatuated with him, like liking him, because he was saying that he was fine. Then he was the boss, you know. So, I guess I was being a little girl, or just all of my feminine energy around him. And he said what he thought this thought. He said, damn, she acting like this and I ain't even touched her. How she gonna act when I fuck her? He never said those words out his mouth, but he thought it in his head. So we was DMing one day, and we was talking about something, and I put that in the quotations, like it was said, like something somebody said, like in quotation mark, and then it was a response to something he had said to me, and he just went blank, like like how the fuck did she know, or how did she hear me? And I guess that scared him off, because I guess he wasn't expecting me to hear his private thoughts. So we talked a little bit after that, but I guess that was just too much for him, and it kind of like fell off. Like, yeah, it fell off. Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't my person anyway, because yeah, he just won because he won. Because if that scared him, then he is not ready for me, because that was just surface level, dude. That was just surface level. But yeah, so love make the difference. Love help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security and self-worth. Because now, like I was saying, I thought I had twins. Like when I was able to connect with niggas like that, hear their thoughts, I thought that was a twin flame connection. But it's not. That come easily if you tapped in. You know how like people can understand other languages. Yeah, I hear thoughts. I hear what people be thinking, and I don't even be trying to. Oh, this is another example. So this is how I know I don't be trying to do it. I was in the UPS store, and I was dropping off a package. I was returning something back to Amazon, and this lady, she was behind me talking to me. So pretty black lady, we just talking, having a good time, just conversating. And I don't know what we was talking about. Oh, we was talking about how pretty she was because she was older, and I was just telling her she was so pretty. Da, 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 da. So we talking about pretty stuff, girl stuff. And so I'm in front of her, so I'm having to turn around to face her, to talk to her. And so I'm constantly turning back around to see where I am in line. Like, should I go up or am I next in line? But then I turn back around to our conversation. So one particular time I had turned around in the middle of our conversation. I turned around to look and see where I was in line, and she's behind me, and she said, "Oh, she got some pretty skin." She didn't say that out her mouth. She was thinking that in her head. And then me hearing that but not looking at her face, I heard her. And then I turned back around and I said, "Oh yeah, yes she do." I'm thinking she talking about one of the cashiers that's finna call us up next, call me up next, but she wasn't. The lady was talking about me, girl. She was thinking to herself that I have pretty skin, and I'm thinking she talking about one of the cashiers. So when I turned around and I answered her thoughts, I said, "Oh yeah, she do have pretty skin." Girl, I was looking at the girls to see which one she was talking about because both of them look regular, real regular. But I mean, that's them. I ain't nothing wrong with it, you know. But it wasn't nothing to comment on, is basically what I'm saying. So when I turned around, I said that, "Oh, she do got pretty skin." The lady conversation got crazy, it got retarded. Like, the words that was coming out her mouth didn't even make sense. She started talking about I don't know exactly what she was saying, but it was like she glitched or something. Like, her conversation, whatever the words that were coming out of her mouth were not making sense. Like, she was like, for instance, I'm gonna say, like, okay, yeah, she do got pretty skin. I talked around, then she just was like, yeah. And then last week, me and my sister, I was like, huh, what? And I eventually just stopped talking to her because I understand what she was saying anymore. But I understand what happened in her 54 years of life. Nobody has ever heard her thoughts. Like, nobody ever tapped into her like that. And when I did that, just casually standing in line, it kind of like threw her for a loop, because how did you just hear what I was thinking? And so I guess she realized at that moment that her thoughts are not private, which I knew for a long time thoughts are not private, because we give micro expressions all the time of how we feel and stuff. But I've actually graduated to actually hearing the thoughts and the words that people say to themselves that they think that came out of. That's why I say I'm a good person, because I don't, even in my private thoughts, they are good thoughts. I ain't finna think no effed up stuff about nobody. Like, I'm just not, because I know they not private, and I don't know who like me that can hear me. You know what I'm saying? So that gift keep me in check. Like, I'm not even finna think that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so with my person, girl, oh my God, the work that we doing now, is something I never experienced. Like, we healing each other's wounds, and I mean, I don't want this mission to go on too long, but I'm just gonna tell y'all, this is how you know when you're dealing with a twin. Like how I was telling y'all about the telepathy, I was doing it with random. Well, he wasn't my nigga. He wasn't even my boyfriend. I was just tapped in. So that's not a sign that he's your twin. If you can read his mind or telepathy or something like that, that's a good thing to have, because it'll bring down his mask. He can't hide nothing from you, because I already knew what the nigga was trying to do. He was trying to fuck me, because he said it. He said, if she acting like this and I ain't even touched her, how she gonna act when I fuck her? So he wasn't trying to fall in love with me. He was trying to fuck me. So I put him in that bucket of fuck niggas and kicked him to the curb. You know, so bam, we never crossed that line, because I knew what was on his mind. I'm a lover. Like, you gotta love me. I'm somebody's wife. I am gonna be locked in for life. So I'm not nobody's good time girl. No, not finna do that. And so love. Let me get to this part, y'all, because I really want to touch on this part. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So the nigga that I'm messing with right now, like, he's such a protector. Like, he's a protector of my feelings. He's a protector of my environment. Like, and the love help heals past hurts. So let me tell you how we tapped in. The nigga kept coming in my dreams. Like, I'd be in my dream running around with Trey Songz or whatever, playing with money or cheese or whatever. Me and Trey Songz having a good old time in my dreams because he's like one of my crushes. Like, I don't even, to be honest, I don't even like Trey Songz like I used to like him. He just happened to be in my dream. The nigga was familiar, so I played around in my dream, you know, playing with him, talking to him, you know, doing little stuff. And my twin popped up in my dream, I guess to show himself or whatever. Like, don't get too carried away up in here. So, I was thinking to myself, I was like, nah, I ain't never been to his dream. And then, I talked to God and I asked him, was it okay for me to go to his dream and visit him in his dream space? Because in your dream space, you can't put on. You just can't because you're not conscious to put on. So it's the real you. Like, yeah, it's the real you. So, so we met there. And then when I met him there, I seen a little boy that was so broken. Like, he had bruises on his back. Like, he was just cut real deep. And God allowed me to see his childhood wounds or whatever. He didn't let me see what caused them, but he just let me see that he was hurt real deep as a child. Like, it didn't even have to happen as a child. It could have just been well, no, because childhood wounds do happen, I guess, in your growing and developing stages. So God let me see that. And then I tried to help him. Like, I tried to put some grease on his back to help heal the wounds. But his little self told me, he said, that ain't gonna work. And then I remember urine therapy. When a baby, she was having surgery in her mother's womb. And then when the baby was born, the scar wasn't there. So they was like, it must have healed in the womb due to the amniotic fluid. The amniotic fluid is mostly urine. So this what made them do... basically, it was just urine therapy that healed the baby or whatever from the surgery. No scar was on her body from being in her mother's womb. So, I told him, I said, pee on some towels and I'm going to put them on your back. So, the moral of the story, in his dream, I helped him heal his childhood wounds. But see, he already had what he needed to heal those wounds, which was his urine. But the only thing was he couldn't reach him by himself. That was on his back. So I held this space in order. First off, I knew what to do. I knew about urine therapy, but he had the magic. It was his that we had to use. So he peed on the towels, and I put them on his back, and I let him rest, and he healed from that. So in that spirit realm, we healed his childhood wounds. So that's what I'm saying about that's how you know when you with a twin, like you actually doing spiritual work, like healing trauma, healing generational curses, and all those kind of the stuff that really matters. It like I wanna be physical with him. I wanna, you know, cross that line with him. That's how I wanna do that until I'm married, and I'm not. That's a vow I made with God. I will leave this world before I lay with a man, and I'm not married to him. So that's just because I told this to God, and I'm not finna cross God. I'm just not. I'm not, because first off, he been too good to me. He been too good to me. And he that nigga, like, he ain't fit to be fucked with. I just don't play with him like that. If I told him I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Because if he tell me he gonna do something, I expect him to do it. But y'all, let me get a crystal. Because this reading is going on for a long time. And one just came out real fast. Let's see what's up. Oh, my babies, y'all. They coming out. Your angel number 61. Selenite is the can you please leave it alone, Pooh? I know, you gotta leave it alone. You're supposed to be in your room. Christopher, take your toys back in there. Leave it alone. I'm messing with my stuff. Can you please leave it alone? Say hi.